welcome everyone to another YouTube video. Today, we went from Platinum rank to KOG, not in one stream, over a couple of multiple streams with this deck right here. It is very spicy, and in terms of like decks at the moment, this one was a lot of fun to play in terms of how the whole deck engine works for it. So, you'll probably see a couple of cards in here that you might not even know about or never heard of. It is really fun to play. It literally just, we went on win streaks with it. It could deal with so many different decks, especially with players too that don't know how to deal with like Favorite Hero, Armory Call, and Dark Arena, those kind of things. It's super good. A lot of fun to play. Let me get into the general gist of it. Okay, so I might start with the skill first, because I feel like that'll be the predominant way to starting. The skill is Favorite Duel. What this does is you have to run a whole bunch of normal monsters. So I've got Bersertrix, Avion, Sparkman, and the Elemental Hero Neoses, which are the requirements of the skill, which I'll pull up now. So yeah, it locks you into summoning only Neos monsters, Shining Flow Wingman, and Flame Wingman. And 3 times per duel, you can send an Elemental monster from your hand to the deck, hand to the graveyard, plus deck to the grave to be able to get a free Miracle Fusion. And then what this pretty much gives a start off is that you have ways of getting into Brave Neos, your Neos Knight, in order to start your combos, and you getting cards into the graveyard to thin out your deck. This one here, Liquid Soldier, very nice card to send because it is a draw 2, discard 1. So a lot of these are really good starters. So Stratos can search out your normal monsters, which is your Bersertrix and Avion, to get into the Flame Wingman. You have the Stratos, which can also search the Liquid Soldier, which of course can go to your Brave Neos and give you the draw 2 option to discard 1. So there's a lot of cool things there. Or you can even go Neos, dump Sparkman to go into a Neos Knight if you have to take out 2 monsters or whatever, for whatever reason. One of the best things about Favorite Duel as well is that if you summon Flame Wingman as well, you get a free Skyscraper from outside your deck, which is where it comes in handy for cards like Favorite Hero, when you can equip it to a level 5 or higher hero, and if you have a field spell active in the field zone, you get the benefits of it, of that monster being untargetable and has an attack boost as well, based on its defense. We're also running Keeper of Dragon Magic. So with this deck is, you'll see that we have a lot of normal summons that have effects. Essentially, Keeper of Dragon Magic will be searching out your Neos Fusion. A lot of times you'll be using your Neos Fusion to go into your Neos Kluger. I only have playing 1 at the moment. I could play multiple, but I do like Neos Knight. So you could run multiple Klugers. You could run 1 less Brave Neos. Or you could run less Neos Knight to add in more Klugers and whatnot. But the problem is that I found is that you have to run your bell, and you don't want to be bricking on your bell. But cool things, if before you activate the skill, if you use Keeper of Dragon Magic and you have your bell, you can go Keeper of Dragon Magic, discard the Yubel, and then use its second effect. So you search out Neos Fusion, use its second effect to resummon the Yubel, because the effect of special summoning, or locking you into these monsters only, Neos monsters, etc., only works after you activate the skill. So just remember that. Neos Wiseman is considered a Neos monster, so he has no restrictions for him getting summoned. You have our field spells now. We have Dark Arena and Summon Breaker. So Summon Breaker, a lot of these are free to play as well, which is really good. Summon Breaker, really good with dealing with problematic decks that love to spam the board very quickly, as it ends their turn after the 3rd summon of a monster. And Dark Arena is probably like the core meme of this deck, purely because once your opponent normal summons a monster, if this field spell is active, they are then forced to attack into monsters that you get to choose what they attack into. If they summon an attack position and you have this card in the field, they have to attack you. They can't end phase. They literally just have to attack, and then you get to choose where they attack to. So, the other cards we have Armory Call. Armory Call is really good to be able to search out our favorite hero because you can equip it straight away. Works really well if you have the Flame Wingman with the Skyscraper, because you immediately make your monster. Most of the time, you're going to be targeting your Neos Kluger with the favorite hero. So you'll make your Neos Kluger not only untargetable, but it'll also be protected by the Neos Fusion in the grave as well. So to deal with your Neos Kluger, they'll have to get rid of the favorite hero first, and plus maybe even the field spells, depending on what you have. We also have Compulsory Escape Device. A lot of times when you normal summon like the Stratos, the Liquid Soldier for whatever reason, or you might be, summon out Burstinatrix or the Sparkmans or Keeper of Dragon Magic, this card is really, really good to be able to deal with all the problematic cards in the meta at the moment, especially like things like if you're in an Eternal Bond mirror match with the Klugers or whatnot, you can use this card to send it back to the deck without summoning out the Neos Wiseman. It is a non-targeting, and you can also play it on cards that are unaffected by card effects, since your opponent has to choose the card they send, so it's huge. This deck is insanely good. Also, I should mention too as well, Dark Arena. If you're coming up against Altergeist, Millisix cannot attack you directly if you have Dark Arena plus a monster on board. Because you get to select the attack targets, you can choose not to be attacked directly, and they have to attack into your monster as well. We're also running Terraforming as a search for like the Summon Breaker or Dark Arena as well. You can play any other Limit 1 that you want. Also should mention as well, you can play any field spell. Favorite hero searches out any field spell from your deck during the start of the battle phase. It's insane. So you can play Necro Valley, you can play Stromberg, you can play, things like that. It's insane. Also, I should mention as well, there is a key little component to this deck. If you have Toggle on and activate Armory Call at the start of the battle phase, Armory Call is a simultaneous equip, which basically means that favorite hero doesn't miss the timing. Where it says at the start of the battle phase, you can play a field spell card from your deck. If you have Toggle on, you won't miss the timing of it. So as soon as they go to battle phase, activate Armory Call, equip the favorite hero, activate favorite hero, play the field spell, and in which case most cases will be Dark Arena. If you have Kluger, you'll be boosted up, and they'll have to attack your Kluger. It's such an insane deck. Kluger, every time it gets attacked or attacks into a monster, you can do burn damage equal to half the monster's attack. If it gets destroyed or leaves the field with an opponent's card effect while you control it, you can switch summon a Neos Wiseman, and of course, Neos Wiseman does burn damage as well, but it's full burn damage. Not nerfed, not halved or anything. We're also running the Shining Fly Wingman and the Flame Wingman as well, due to the effect of Favorite Duel. Also, I should mention as well, this deck was really fun to play because you're not running many disruptions for your opponent. It felt like the duels were more back and forth in regards to things. Like, the only staple we're really running for this deck that plays disruption is Compulsory Escape Device. But a lot of this other stuff is just cool tech. Your opponent still gets to play their game as well. They just got to figure out a way for them to deal with your cards, which I thought was really cool. And that's why I love playing this deck as well, because it really felt like a really good Yu-Gi-Oh match. There's a lot of replays that we have that are selected from Platinum to KOG. We went on so many win streaks with this deck. It's so fun and insane to play. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as I do. Thank you so much for checking it out. Enjoy the replays, and I'll see you for the next video. Take care, everyone.